If you need unlimited domination, clutch time, or anything else online or offline grinding, make sure you hit up RoseNBA on Twitter for quick, safe, and reliable grinding services. Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're going to be ranking the top 10 best cards in NBA 2K23 MyTEAM, regardless of position. These are the cards that you want to build your squad around if you are trying to have one of the best squads in the game, have a lot of success. These are the elite of the elite. We got a couple free cards on this list, but a lot of these cards are also going to be pretty expensive. So it's a good mix, honestly. I would say of free cards and expensive buyable cards, though, at the same time, which is kind of nice to see that we have several free cards which are absolutely elite options in MyTEAM right now. But before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Help me push towards that 8,000 subscriber mark on the channel. We hit 7K yesterday. Channel's been growing a lot, and I really do appreciate all the recent support on the videos. But without further ado, let's hop right into it. Start off with number 10, which is where I'm going to put Zion Williamson. Zion is elite in basically every single area except for 1 to 2. The one area that I kind of frustrates me about Zion is an 81 shot 3. It's not that he's a bad shooter. He's got a couple decent shooting badges. You can upgrade his shooting badges to gold. You could add some badges to him as well if you want to add a blinders, a green machine, a guard up, things like that. Those are definitely badges you can add to him. His release just isn't elite. He's got 90 speed and excel. He's an exceptional slasher and a super solid all-around defender. Half bully, fast twitch, limitless takeoff, and posterizer are all elite finishing badges. Half pogo stick as well. Really good defender on the interior. Perimeter wise, no glove or clamps, which is kind of annoying, but it's not really that big of a deal, I don't feel like, because his best position is honestly at the 4. He can play the 5 as well, but I would definitely recommend playing him at the 4. He is a dominant interior force, though, when it comes to that half bully badge. Plays really elite on the interior. Dunks the ball. I mean, he plays more like a Zion card than, or more like Zion in real life than any Zion card that I think we've ever had in 2K. Very authentic to Zion, very dominant on the interior on both ends of the court, and a really good card, despite the fact that his release isn't elite and he doesn't have insane size for the power forward position. He's still really good just because of how dominant he is on the interior. And I mean, it really does feel very authentic to Zion. So at number 9, I'm going with Blake Griffin. Blake is my favorite center in the game right now. I love Blake for a couple different reasons. One, I think even though his interior defense, his perimeter defense, even his lateral quickness, his block, those stats are not amazing. I think one thing that really helps him out a lot is 97 vertical, 94 strength. These two stats right here being really high, I feel like are nice. 78 speed and excel is nice on Blake as well. He can get his quick first step upgraded to gold. He's a pretty knockdown shooter that can get a couple extra shooting badges as well, like blind or slippery off ball if you want to add those to him. But honestly, catch and shoot being upgraded to gold would be nice, and he's a very solid shooter. Another elite interior guy with half bully, half limitless, half posterizer, and then half pogo stick. And defensively on the perimeter, not bad either. You can upgrade his ankle brace, his post lockdown to gold. Give him pick dodger if you want to. Another exceptional slasher. Really plays very similarly to Zion. Maybe not quite as athletic as Zion in terms of his speed, but he's got better size than Zion, and he has a better release than Zion as well, which helps him out as a stretch. I prefer Blake at the center position. He's my favorite center in my team right now. I feel like him and Zion are very similar cards, to be honest. I just like Blake's release better, even though he's a little less athletic, and his extra size makes him a little bit more viable to center position for me, and he just takes a slight edge over Zion for me. At number 8, I'm going with MJ, and this MJ is a great card. I don't want to say that he's not. I think a lot of y'all might be surprised that he's as low as number 8, but he still is an elite card in my team. He's got incredible speed and excel with 95, 90 steal with ball, 95 driving dunk, 77 shot 3, really elite perimeter defender, solid on the interior as well. Hall of Fame clamps, bunch of good gold badges. Can't get brick wall or post lockdown, but those are the only 2, as well as limitless range badges that he can't get that are crucial. I mean, bully as well would be nice to have, but you can add a catch and shoot, a claymore, a guard up to him in terms of shooting badges if you want to do that. Doesn't get handles for days either. I forgot to mention that. So there's a few badges he's missing that are nice badges that you would like to see. And then I will also say his release is not elite. It is very easy to green, but it does not have elite speed. Dribbling wise is pretty good. MJ dribble style is probably the best dribble style in the game right now. Dame behind the back is really good as well. The MJ size up isn't insane, but it's not bad. I mean, he just moves quite well. I feel like he is a very good card in basically every single area, but the problem is the release is not crazy fast, so I wouldn't say it's an elite release. I don't think it's bad either, but it's not elite. And then he's missing some crucial badges, and for me, that is just enough to knock him down a bit for me down the list to only number 8. Still a great card though. At number 7, I'm going with Derrick Rose, the trophy case card. I think this D Rose is the second best point guard in my team. Elite in a lot of areas, especially in terms of his athleticism and his slashing. Exceptional finishing badges, half clamp breaker, hyperdrive, quick first step, half pogo stick as well. 95 driving dunk, 84 shot 3, and really solid perimeter defensive ability as well. In terms of badges to add, I would recommend adding the limitless range badge to him, potentially Claymore, something like that if you wanted to as well. But I would definitely say limitless range would be a main badge to add to him, and then some defensive badges like clamps, glove, and interceptor. Those are 4 of his 5 badge slots. You can kind of add whatever you want in that last slot, whether that's an ankle brace, it's a Claymore, something like that. But I would definitely add those badges to him to improve him in terms of his defensive ability and his range a little bit. He's not great on the interior, which is, I mean, that's not a surprise for a point guard. Not very many point guards in this game are great on the interior, and that definitely is his biggest flaw. But he's a solid perimeter defender, probably the best slashing guard in the game for sure, with incredible speed, moves incredibly well on the court, and animation wise is really good as well. D-Rose size up is still one of, if not the best size ups in the game. Trey dribble style is really good. Trey behind the back isn't great, but the Kobe escape is quite good as well. And then the D-Rose release is a very, very good release as well. So not an elite perimeter defender and not a very good interior defender, but those are his biggest flaws. Outside of that, he's a really, really good card. Coming in next at number 6 is going to be Larry Johnson, who I would say reminds me a lot of Zion in a lot of ways. He's 6'7" with a 6'10" wingspan. Very, very similar player build as well, with him being very wide, just like Zion. He's got half bully, half fast switch, half posterizer, half pogo stick, just like Zion. But there's a couple things that make this card better than Zion. Number 1, he has better positional flexibility, being a power forward, small forward instead of a power forward center. Number 2, I think statistically he's a little bit more complete, although not quite as dominant as a slasher and not quite as fast. The best thing about this card, though, I think compared to Zion, is going to be the improved badge selection. You can upgrade all of his silver and his bronze badges to gold, or even a Hall of Fame if you wanted to do that. You can add badges like limitless range, guard up, handles for days, clamps, and glove to him defensively as well, and just across the board, allowing him to get all of those crucial badges that he doesn't already have is very, very nice. Additionally, his release is better than Zion's. This release is quite good. It's smooth, it's fast, and it's easy to green. Definitely a very solid release. Movement wise, pro dribble style is solid. Kobe escape is very good, and Steph behind the back, probably the best behind the back in the game right now. He's just a very, very good card all the way around, and the fact that he can get all those badges is super, super nice. This is an elite tier power forward or small forward, wherever you want to play him, and he comes in at number 6 on this list. Donovan Mitchell is the best point guard in the game, in my personal opinion, or I should say the most complete. Some people might prefer D-Rose over Donovan. For me, I personally have both cards and prefer Donovan over D-Rose, but D-Mitch is just one of he's probably the most complete point guard in the game pretty easily. He's got great speed, excellent speed of ball, a capable shooter, elite slasher, and really, really good defender, even capable on the interior. Fast switch, limitless takeoff, and quick first step are 3 great badges. He can get the limitless range badge. A lot of his silver and bronze badges can be upgraded to gold. He can get clamps. He can get brick wall. He can get a lot of crucial good badges. The one badge he can't get is bully, but that is all right. I can live without that badge, especially on a smaller guard. Release is quite good. Movement wise is very solid as well with jaw dribble style. Donovan Mitchell's size up, the Dame behind the back, those are all great sigs. The KD size up escape is not bad either, and he is an elite slasher. Just a really, really good all around point guard. Got a great wingspan, which helps make up for the fact that he is only 6'1". And I'd say on the interior, he plays much better interior defense than basically any other point guard in the game as well. So big fan of Donovan Mitchell. I think he deserves to be a top 5 card on this list. At number 4, we got Jayson Tatum, who came out yesterday as well, just like Michael Jordan. I think this Tatum card is a monster, and there are 2 specific reasons why. But first, let's just review the card. 6'8" with a 6'10" wingspan, 88 speed and excel, a 90 shot 3, 90 driving dunk, really good stats, solid defender all the way around. Badge-wise, he can't get limitless range, he can't get brick wall, can't get anchor. Those are the 3 biggest badges that he can't get, and then bully as well. But the 2 things that make this card exceptional are this right here, the guard up badge, and his release. The guard up badge, for whatever reason, on Hall of Fame is one of the best badges in the game this year. It makes it very, very tough to get a contest on a player unless you are intentionally manually contesting. And with him having a high release point as well, he is very, very tough to contest, and his release is so much better than it's been in previous years. They did a phenomenal job, 2K did, of making his release realistic this year to Tatum. It's smooth, it's fast, it's easy to green, and it looks just like his release. Additionally, has the pro dribble style, which is good. Pro escape is okay, and the stuff behind the back is great as well. So Tatum's movement is very, very solid. He has a elite release. I mean, I would say it's one of the best releases in the game right now. Like, it really is that good. And then really great badge in guard up. In addition to half catch and shoot, half post rise, some other great abilities as well. But this is one of the best shooters in the game, coupled with pretty complete on the badge side, the ability to get good playmaking badges, having good sigs, all those things. He's one of the best small forwards or power forwards in the game. Definitely another amazing card. Coming in at number 3, I'm going with Jalen Brown, who I legitimately believe is the best shooting guard in the game. I think he's better than MJ. I think he's better than Andre Iguodala, who's not on this list. I think he's better than Vince Carter. Guys like that. 89 speed and excel, 89 shot 3, 90 driving dunk, 87 perimeter, 89 lateral, 75 interior, 78 block isn't bad either. Another great feature about this card, just like Larry Johnson, every one of his badges can be upgraded from silver to gold, or even to Hall of Fame if you want, and you can add any badge you want on him as well, which means you can add the bully badge, you can add the limitless range badge, You can add the bailout badge. You could add the brick wall badge, the post out lockdown badge. If you wanted to say first, if you wanted to, for example, add those 5 badges, those are probably the 5 that I would look to add on him personally. But maybe you want to go unpluckable instead and take off one of those defensive badges or something like that. But overall, really, really good statistically all the way around. All of his badges can be upgraded to gold, which I recommend doing at some point if you do pick up this card to make him as complete as possible. And then you can add all the badges he doesn't need, or he doesn't have that he needs as well. Jalen Brown release is also an elite release. It's smooth, it's fast, and it's easy to green. And he's got great sigs with the MJ dribble style and the Steph behind the back, which I don't need to repeat too much about. Y'all know those are good sigs at this point. So Jalen Brown, in my opinion, in terms of, he's just the most complete small shooting guard in the game. He's got great animations as well. I think he's the best shooting guard in the game, and I think he deserves a top 3 spot on this list. At number 2, I'm going with James Worthy, another elite small forward, power forward. We got a lot of great small forward, power forwards in this game. I would say it's probably the strongest position in my team right now. Coming in at 6'9" with a 7-foot wingspan, Hoff bully, Hoff fast twitch among his other great finishing badges, Hoff claymore and pogo stick as well. A 85 pretty much on all the key defensive stats, including interior, perimeter, lateral quickness, and 80 steal, 82 block as well. 90 speed and excel is incredible for a power forward or even a small forward. He's got elite size, like I said. 83 shot 3 is quite good. Another guy who, as a reward card, can get any badge, which means you can add the limitless range badge, you can add the guard up badge, you could add the interceptor badge, the clamps badge, the brick wall badge. If you wanted to replace maybe guard up or one of those deep perimeter badges with a handles for days or something like that, you can do that as well. And then you can upgrade all of his silver badges to gold and things like that. So you're gonna look at be very complete on the badge side of things. Statistically is elite and has an amazing release as well. John Wall lower with Al Horford upper is a very smooth, very fast, very pretty, and very easy to green release. Movement wise is not elite. Kobe Escape, I would say, is his only legitimately good sig, but he does everything else in the court at an incredibly elite level. He's an amazing slasher. He's got amazing size, just an overall amazing player, and I think he comes in at number 2 on this list. And then at number 1, we have Scottie Pippen, who I believe is the best card in the game right now. And I love to say that the level 40 reward for season 1 is the best card in the game right now. And the reason I say that is, for one, again, as a reward card, of course, he's going to be able to get all of his badges upgraded to gold or Hall of Fame if you have those badges. And you can add any badge to him, which means you can give him limitless takeoff, limitless range, guard up, handles for days, and post lockdown, for example, if you wanted to go with those badges. But not only that, he is the best defensive card in the game, especially on the perimeter, but even on the interior, quite good with an 84 interior. But elite perimeter defensive stats, elite perimeter defensive badges, Hoff Challenger, Glove, Clamps, Menace, and Pick Dodger. Hoff Glove is one of the best defensive badges in the game right now. Gets you a ton of plucks and a ton of stops, which is super nice. And he is a knockdown shooter as well. The other part that makes this card so good is his release is exceptional. Maybe my favorite release in the game right now. It reminds me a ton of the Trey Burke release that guys like DeMar DeRozan, Tracy McGrady, Zach LaVine have had in previous years. It's that type of release. It is so smooth, so easy to green, and so consistent. Movement-wise is quite solid as well. Pro dribble style, Kobe Escape. The Pippen behind the back is not nearly as good as it's been in previous years, but it still is a solid behind the back as well. So he moves pretty well. He's probably the best defensive card in the game, and he has an elite release. The perfect 3-and-D wing, the best small forward in the game, and in my opinion, the best card in the game right now. So, and the fact of the matter is he's completely free, which is super nice. And looking at this list, we got a lot of free cards. Scottie Pippen's free, James Worthy's free, Derrick Rose is free, Donovan Mitchell is free. Even Larry Johnson is free if you're collecting the token cards and stuff like that from the token market. You can get him no money spent quite easily. He's not a card you actually have to buy. So, I mean, there's a lot of amazing reward cards in my team right now. I think my team is in an amazing state content-wise and in terms of card balance as well. But these are the best cards in the game right now, and this is my opinion on that top 10 list. So let me know what you think of my list down in the comment section below. Who I maybe ranked too high, ranked too low, maybe left off this list that you think is a top 10 card. And if you did enjoy the video, make sure you like and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.